Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember being a chess noob? Are you still a chess noob? I want you to think back to your childhood for a second. For some of you, that might be a little bit harder to remember. You might be a little bit older, but for others, you might be a kid right now, or mentally, you're like 12 years old. I believe chess.com had a stat. He has a 6% loss rate. 6! You have a 96% loss rate. I'm just kidding. It's not that good. Yours is probably worse. Stockfish did not blunder mate in 1. It's not Halloween and Stockfish is not dressed up as you. And I know at this point, this is where you in the comments go, well, actually, I was thinking about the... Shut up. Do me and yourself a favor and stop lying to yourself. All right, not just in chess. Well, yes, I do study chess. No, you don't. You solve 8 puzzles, you get 5 of them wrong, then you play 2 blitz games, you rage, and you go back to playing Overwatch 2. Nihal is thinking 10 moves ahead. You think 1 move ahead. I think 2 moves ahead. Nihal thinks 10 moves ahead, okay? You don't even think 1 move ahead. Don't give yourself that much credit. And you can't take with the queen because you lose your queen. You know what they say. If you're going to lose a knight, you might as well lose a queen, right? That's how you play chess. This dude has lost 3 rating points in 3 years. You lost that watching this video because your rating falls like the stock market. You don't even have to play a game, all right? Pay attention to a seriously good chess player. You know what I recommend for you? I recommend turning religious. It's the only way, brother. I think it might be hopeless otherwise. Hikaru doesn't resign. He could have resigned at any moment. You're like, oh, he has to resign. It's embarrassment to the game. Why don't you qualify for the PIEchess championship, you bozo? Oh, he has to resign. Not when there's a match timer. Nobody ever gave the other team the ball when there's a clock situation. Like, what are you talking about, stupid? Why don't you play the PIEchess championship? You're so smart. I know a lot of you are like weird sports historians, and also NFL fans are kind of like lunatics. I mean, you guys literally drive to parking lots outside of stadiums, get drunk, cook out of grills in your cars, and fight each other. It's a lifestyle I will never understand, but God bless you and enjoy your sport, but football should be played with your feet. See, this is the problem with analyzing games with the engine. The engine's like, actually, shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw what you saw. All right, you alien life form. You guys are like my puppy who can't decide which dog's urine he wants to sniff and lick on the street. They lick other dogs' pee to get intel. I mean, you guys do that for fun. And Hans played bishop c4, which, you know, at your level, white just wouldn't see that the rook is hanging. If he plays the move f3. I've seen some comments that you guys don't like some of you don't like the voices that I make. I will keep making them because I am not going to take your advice because it's meaningless to me. By the way, can we just address the fact that they've played 20 moves and they've only spent 5 minutes each? What is the point of playing a 30-minute game if you have no intention of ever thinking? You know, compared to some of our other Lose at Chess episodes, is a little bit anticlimactic. You go, oh, I wanted one of them to hang mate. Yet they're not going to do that, all right? They're not as bad as you. Yeah, you know, I watch a lot of GothamChess. Yeah, I'm actually famous. You know, my Guess the Elo video has 800,000 views of me losing seven queens, 2 rooks, 4 chickens, and a cow. And white has no targets at all in the black position. Like, if you think a7 is a target, I'm sorry. No disrespect whatsoever to you, but maybe checkers or poker or something else would be more suitable. She plays queen a4 check in this Rogozin. Opening is not important. You don't know anything about it anyway. But the thing about high-level chess is that it hangs on a knife's edge. The whole game can be decided by 1 move. At your level, when the game is decided by 1 move, it's because you hung mate in 1 or your opponent hung a queen. At this level, the game is decided by 1 move because you offer a bishop exchange right before the other guy jumps across the table and punches you straight in the mouth. I mean, not all draws are the same. They're not. All right? I mean, they're not. You know, if your 2 favorite football teams played against each other in Premier League, it was 3-3. Would you be disappointed? I don't know. Maybe you would be. I mean, if you're like a, you know, Tottenham fan, you're probably always disappointed. Ooh. If you boot up for a game of X time, okay, and 20 moves into the game, you have spent about 6% of your time, you're a degenerate. And Andrea played, you know, typical London. She plays the London. She only plays the London. I don't think she knows any other opening exists with white. So we're down 3-1. Now, what do we know about being down 3-1? Well, if you're the Golden State Warriors, a whole hell of a lot. Listen, don't take 431 lightly. It's higher rated than at least half of you. Peter Svidler is an 8-time champion of Russia. Do you know what it takes to be an 8-time champion of anything? You could be an 8-time champion of losing your queen, queen h5, which threatens mate in 1. Now, for like 20% of you, your opponent would go here and blunder mate. For the other 80%, your opponent would go here, and you would not know what to do. Some of you would continue the attack with g4, g5, which, by the way, is not that stupid. Some of you would, I don't know, play like knight here and lose your knight. 18 minutes to move his bishop out? He knows how the bishop moves. He didn't need to spend 18 minutes on that. You haven't thought about anything for 18 minutes in your life. That's why you got bad grades in school. I got a question, guys. I got a question. Y'all got kicked in the head by a horse when you were like 5 years old or something? And in every chess game, you're going to be winning and you're going to be losing. Okay, maybe you're not always going to be winning, but you're probably going to be losing. Why are you playing a 10-minute game if you're going to lose all your pieces in 2 seconds? I mean, if you want to last 2 seconds, play bullet. All right? Or go on a date. 300. I mean, listen, we've all been there. Not me, but you guys. If you could have anything you wanted in chess, what would it be? Would it be the return permanently of mittens? Would it be Frank getting to grandmaster? Would it be you finally hitting 500 elo? She is better than every one of you. If y'all live 4 lifetimes and combine your elos, you wouldn't get to her elo. No disrespect. There's a lot of ways that black can hang mate in one in this position. You would find all of them. I'm not trying to be like a sensationalist sports reporter that, you know, team loses 1 game and it's over, unless you're the Boston Celtics. Then it's really over, Boston Celtics. Bishop c4, bishop c5, castles, pawn d3, pawn d6, h3, h6. Like, they just copy each other. Because that's what you learn when you're 5 years old. That's why I was imitating a 5-year-old. Maybe you're 45 and you sound like that. Tari here has the option to take with the knight or the pawn. Or the queen if he's you, but he's not you, because that would hang a queen. Just stupid game by Magnus, and by stupid, I'm not saying it's stupid like of a poor quality, like what you would play. When is the last time you did something 11 times correctly in a row? I feel like you probably can't even like urinate 11 times in a row correctly. You probably like pee on the floor or something. Tripled isolated F-pawns. Last time I've seen 3 Fs is on your report card.
What do they even eat in the UK? What do they call it?
Sadness?
Sorry, I know how chess rules work.
Debatable. If you clicked on this video with the intention of becoming a grandmaster or a world champion, yes, sorry, that's not gonna happen. The world champion Magnus Carlsen, arguably the GOAT, losing 2 games in this event. That might not be shocking to you. You might lose 2 games in 5 minutes of playtime. Alexienko, being 2700 in shocking fashion, does not blunder the game in 1 move. He is not you. Hikaru who? This was put together by Pi, and he has a lot of funny compilations on his YouTube channel. Do me a favor, subscribe to his channel to support him. He's 90 forever. Here we go. And if this danger levels, right, if you take my bishop, I'm gonna take your queen, but what's worth more than a bishop and a queen combined? You. You're worth more than a bishop and a queen combined. Now get out of here.